Welcome to Ignite Success, where we talk about people, places, and projects that fire us up. I'm your host, Suzie Becker, and I'm here with Hali Hagist from a live credit union.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. So let me ask you the first question. What's the difference between a credit union and a bank?
So easy, okay? This is super easy to remember. A bank is a for-profit institution. Their job is to make money and earnings for their shareholders. A credit union is a not-for-profit. So any profits made after the cost of paying for your cost of running business goes back to your members, who are also the owners of, they are the shareholders. So when you open up an account at a credit union, you open a share. We call it an account because that's what everybody's used to, but it's a share, and that's your right. So every year we have a democratic voting process. Right now our ballots just went out. So you even vote for who's on the board, controlling how we make our interest rates and everything. And that happens every year. So it's really magical. Yeah, different.
That really is magical. And so when I think of a credit union, it's like a bank facility. I can walk in and get the same customer service experience.
All the same things. You're going to have accounts. You're going to have CDs, money markets. You're going to have credit products, so loans, credit cards, everything just the same as walking into your big banks.
So why do people have this misconception that a credit union is only for specific types of professions or fields? I was under this impression that you had to be part of like a union, which is why it was called a credit union. Is that something in the genesis of the origination?
So originally, the concept of credit unions came out of Germany, really. So there was a couple different players, movers and shakers, but they saw that people who were marginalized were not being given credit. Back in the day, if you didn't have a group of individuals who would back you, the people who were in charge would just say, you're not who we give credit to. We're not going to help you. So he had this idea of creating a union for giving credit. So that's why it's credit union. But it did used to be defined off of SEGs, so that's specific employer groups. Nowadays, that's different. When Clinton was in office, he passed legislation that made it so that anybody can go into a credit union, but we still kind of stick to our original SEGs and causes that are important to them. So a live credit union was originally a healthcare credit union. We've been here for 70 years, and we are formed by 7, I believe, don't quote me, 7 or 8 Blue Cross and Blue Shield employees in the 60s. So, or the 50s. 70 years ago.
Okay.
And so now we really partner with causes that are important to that original group, while also going out and making a difference for everyone else in the community, because we're all in this together.
So the personal story is people saw a need of backing individuals, and the public impact was putting what's there back into the community to help facilitate the growth of community membership.
Yes.
Unbelievable. So those are a lot of pieces that I'm asking, because I have these preconceived notions, and sometimes people get to a point in their life where they're like, I've been with this bank for so many years and they keep making it very easy, but I wasn't aware of the distinction. So let's start with my kids. Okay. They're 9 and 12 almost, and we're looking at ways to teach them financial literacy. How does a place like a live credit union work with families?
Yeah, so you kind of have to start at the head of the household. So I offer adult financial literacy, because a lot of times we assume that people know all these skills and these tools and how to make their financial dreams a reality. But the truth is, if your parents didn't talk about it and didn't really make the effort to teach you these things, you don't know them. And even if they did, maybe you were told the wrong things. I know, I love my mom, not talking bad of my mom, but she said, no credit cards, no credit cards, no credit cards, no credit, no credit, no credit. Don't ever owe anybody anything.
Oh my gosh.
But if you don't use credit, you don't have credit.
You don't build credit, you're right.
So those are the kinds of things where we have to really educate parents first. Then I do go in on the kid level. I go into schools here. I partner with communities in schools, and I partner with high school, high tech, and just a couple of different community schools. Yesterday I was at Edward Waters College.
Wonderful.
So you're even getting college age students, and just teaching those foundations. Now, what you do with those foundations are up to you, but at least you have like a level playing field, because we don't all have that.
You're absolutely correct. So here's my final question to you, because you inspire me. Who inspires you and why?
I think that my grandma Judy she's not my biological grandmother, but my sister and I, we just started calling her Grandma Judy when we were young. She is a baddie. She is a businesswoman, was when it wasn't a time in America for women to be businesswomen.
Wow.
And she always inspires me. She has so many little like Judaisms. Like I remember once asking her about God, and she said, Hallie, no matter what you believe, if at the end of the day you look in the mirror and you say, I did my best today, you did your best. That's what matters. And so I try to live that every day. I try to show up, do my best, love the people around me, and learn. That's all you can do. So
it is such a privilege to talk to you and to learn about Alive Credit Union. So my 3 rules are: be happy, be kind, and always do your best. It sounds like we're already on the same page. So to find out more about Hali, Alive Credit Union financial literacy, you can find us on dailynewsnetwork.com. I'm your host, Suzie Becker. Stay inspired and inspiring.